Because it's very unusual.
Yeah.
You know, cut into the wall and everything. I remember seeing all the things. I remember seeing the kids too. Do you think they put this chair out by the front door for me? Welcome. I'm assuming it was for over there, but there was something out here that they were looking at, maybe hitting the afternoon sun or something. Let's go check out another beautiful Aquascape ecosystem. Hello, how you doing? I'm the pond guy, Greg.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I'm assuming that it is your mom or your dad that I'm supposed to meet with.
Nope.
Just you?
Nope, you're at the wrong house.
Oh, shoot. Now that's funny. You said Ford Raptor. We have a Ford Raptor, so we're assuming this is the correct house. We made it!
You made it!
After meeting your neighbors. So you must be Rebecca.
I am.
Well, you look like a hugger. I'm
I
a
am
hugger
a hugger.
too. And I heard that you made lunch every day for the guys.
I did.
So I'm disappointed we're here a little early for lunch. But Rebecca, I'm excited to see your water feature. It's been 1 year?
Yes, 1 year on July 6th.
Awesome.
We just passed it.
Greg, I'm meeting your oldest daughter.
Yeah, that's right.
The pond guy, Greg.
Nice to
Brandon,
meet you, yeah.
nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
And then here's your youngest daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, Zoe.
Zoe, you get the whole family. I love this, Zoe.
Oh, she got her first.
These kids are so nice.
Very fancy.
We got Zoe, and then I didn't get your name.
I'm Jewel, and this is Lila.
Aww, that is so cute. So do you guys love the water feature?
Yes,
Yes.
we love it.
Oh my gosh, you guys have beautiful eyes.
Thank
by
you.
the way. Okay, can we see it?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this pond. Chris Hansen was building this.
Oh, we had the dream team out here.
Yeah, it was
Chris,
because
Ed.
it's very unusual.
Yeah.
You know, cut into the wall and everything. I remember seeing all the things. I remember seeing the kids too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were like up here and you're like, let's go swimming and stuff. That is so cool. I love this step that we just came under. So this is fun for me. So I get to finally vlog. This is the first vlogs of the year that I'm actually showcasing what Aquascape construction team does. But I saw on Facebook and Instagram on Team Aquascape, you can check that out, them building this last July, right? So it's been 13 months ago that they created this, and now I get to see it myself. You bought the house in April, you said?
We closed in April, yeah.
Closed in April, and then in May, you hired the pond?
Yeah. When we were in Germany and, you know, the lockdown and all that, we were looking at gardening. We had like a small plot of land in Germany, but we were getting smart on it, and then that turned us into hydroponics, aquaponics. Then we found you guys.
Equally yoked, it was both of you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so then we started getting into recreational ponds, and then we looked at this as kind of like a hybrid of everything that we wanted. And we watched enough videos to know that we could trust the team, and with, you know, Ed and Brian and Chris and all they're the best in the game.
Yep,
So as
and
soon
you've
as-
been at it the longest.
Right, so we just said, hey, these are the things we want, but we're not going to touch creatively what you want to do with it.
Yeah,
Like,
really
let the artist paint, and they did.
The only thing we said was, I want their kids to be able to jump in, which they absolutely have this great wall.
Yep.
We call it the jump
It
zone.
goes straight down.
Yes.
About 4.5 feet too, so.
And a waterfall. They over-delivered on the jump zone and the waterfall.
Well, and the
Nice.
zero depth too, because with the
Oh
baby.
yes, that was their idea though. They said we could do zero
The
depth.
walk-in.
Yeah, and then over here it's only about 18 inches, so if we sit on that rock, anything over there, the kids can be in it and play, and we're not worried about.
So this is the first year pond,
Yeah.
and we always say ponds are like puppies. First year is a lot more, you know, TLC than the second year, and by year 3 it's all dialed in. How has it been? Because there's going to be algae, there's
Yeah.
going to be stuff, so how has it been?
That was surprising. When we first got the pond, after they installed it or built it, they hosed down all the rock, and then we had a water truck and they filled it. It was so crystal clear.
Yep.
And all the rocks are like some beautiful colors. And then over the winter, I think is when something happened with algae growth, because
Well, you know how string algae grows. It grows when there's nutrients in the water, and the bacteria isn't there, and in the wintertime the bacteria dies down, so you're going to get...
we've learned that now.
It's an ecosystem.
Right.
Yes.
So what we say about ecosystem ponds is it's like you go to the doctor and you say, doctor, I don't feel well. And he says, start exercising, eat better, and quit smoking. And people say, give me a pill. And so with people that have algae in pond, they throw chemicals in, but it's not a long-term solution. And eventually it will not be good for you, where it takes a couple of years to exercise, nutrition. So you're in end of year 1, you know, with the pond, 13 months in here, and it's like a first year puppy.
Yeah.
Second year, third year, by year 3, it'll be all dialed in with the ecosystem.
Yeah,
So
and
what
that's where
we-
we let it cycle for the most part. I mean,
And what we
obviously,
do to combat the algae is we do pull it out the bottom.
Yeah,
off the bottom.
harvest it. You physically remove the nutrients.
Yeah,
So
and
algae.
it's so satisfying.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's therapeutic. And when you pull the algae out, you're removing the nutrients. So algae is just a plant. And if you have crystal clear water, which you have, and you have nutrients, you're going to get string algae. Now, you have an ion gen?
What is that?
You don't have an ion gen.
I don't know what that is.
The ion gen just releases a small amount of copper ions into the water, and what it causes, the filamentous algae, which is the string algae, it absorbs the ions and it breaks apart.
Okay.
So physically removing it is one way.
and then we're planting in the top part, in the bog as we.
Yeah, and the plants in year 3 will be fully established. So it'll get easier with time. Physically removing it never hurts, but the other way to do it as a supplement would be an ionizer, which allows the copper to be absorbed by the small amounts of algae. And the only thing with the ionizer, people say, oh, we'll kill your fish. It will if you leave it on. Do you have fish?
We
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Okay, if you leave it on full bore with no algae, then the copper will get absorbed. As long as there's algae, you can leave it on. But I would recommend potentially the one thing would be an ionizer to help reduce the amount of time you have to pull the algae out.
And we're putting in something that we bought from the pond store, and I want to say it's like a bacteria. The purpose of it is to clump things.
Oh, a flocculant.
Yeah, and that works super well.
Yeah.
Because when you go to remove anything,
Yeah.
it stays together. So that's the only thing we're putting in. I think it's like 10
Just as you've never had a recreation pond before, you're learning this stuff. It's going to be harder in year 1 than year 2 and easier in year 3 than year 2, and it's all dialed in. What has it been like for your family to live the Aquascape lifestyle?
Awesome. We actually have a puppy too. You mentioned the puppy.
Okay.
And she's out there. She's got her rock that she'll perch
What
on.
kind of puppy?
A Rottweiler.
We'll get her.
Yeah, I'd love to see the puppy. I love seeing puppy.
We say that this pond has made the house. There was no focal point. There was nothing to do outside
Yep.
before this, and all ages enjoy it.
Yeah.
Even if you aren't getting in the pond.
Right, which is why they're not called swim ponds. We call them rec ponds.
Right.
Because as we're sitting here recreating, we're listening to the sound of water. The kids aren't swimming, they're just recreating around it. So a swimming pool is one-dimensional. A recreation pond is multiple. And did you run it year-round?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the
It
wintertime,
froze
all the
over.
ice,
We
right?
were in it.
Well, that's a cold plunge.
We broke the ice and sat in it for
Well,
2
this is
minutes.
a Marine, so...
We both did it.
You did
What'd
it?
you guys find?
Holy cow!
Well,
I'm
Anna,
impressed, lady.
we'll send the picture for
Yes.
and we got the temperature of what it was that day. It was snowing. We were out here in the snow.
I love it. Oh, you dropped it! And you can't do that in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
We say build it and they will come. So girls, what do you like about having a recreation pond?
I love seeing the fish every day. It's so fun to swim in. I get to spend time with my family out here in
Aw.
the summer.
Yeah.
I love trying to catch the fish with my friends. We'll do that for hours.
So do your friends love coming over here?
Oh, yeah.
In the summer, usually my friends are busy, so I'm just hanging out with her and her.
Uh-huh.
I love caring for the fish. They all have names.
Yes.
And, one of our fish named Bubbles was egg bound, so I got to help her lay her egg.
Push them out?
Yeah.
With your fingers?
And that's her baby down there.
Do you guys enjoy coming to Aqualand?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Every time my mom says, we're not getting any more fish, and then we always come back with like 5.
Last time we got 5 new fish.
Oh, that is awesome. So which is your favorite fish?
Well, Bubbles was our favorite fish, but we haven't seen her in a while. My favorite is Opal.
Your favorite is silver bullet?
No.
What'd you say?
Opal.
Opal, okay. That is one of the sweetest bridges. I remember when they were doing it, Brian was super pumped about it.
Yeah.
And Chris, great guy, huh?
Oh, Chris is awesome.
Aww.
She'll lay here for hours and watch the fish. They're her best friends. Like,
She's interested in what's going on.